Lois Chiles is an actress known for her roles in films during the 1970s and 1980s. She gained fame for her performance as Dr. Holly Goodhead in the James Bond film Moonraker. Her acting career includes appearances in popular movies like The Great Gatsby and Death on the Nile. As we explore her life and career, think back to the first time you saw Lois Chiles on screen. What movie or show was it? Do you have a special memory of her that stands out? We'd love to hear about your favorite moments with Lois Chiles. Share your stories and memories in the comments below. Stay tuned as we reveal some surprising, amusing, and even poignant facts about her life and career. Keep watching to learn more about Lois Chiles' journey in the world of acting. Lois Chiles is known for her roles in films during the 1970s and 1980s, including the James Bond film Moonraker and the classic Great Gatsby. Her performances contributed to the portrayal of strong, sophisticated women in cinema. She worked with notable directors and actors, bringing a sense of elegance and depth to her characters. After her peak years in acting, Chiles continued to influence the industry by teaching and mentoring young actors, sharing her experience and knowledge of film. Her work on and off-screen helped shape the way female roles are perceived and played in Hollywood. Her legacy in the film industry is reflected in the opportunities and roles available to actresses today. Lois Chiles faced a personal challenge when she was diagnosed with breast cancer in 2001, a difficult time compounded by the recent loss of her father. Despite these hardships, she continued to be recognized in the film industry, not just for her roles, but also for an interesting twist of fate. After wrapping up filming for Death on the Nile, she happened to sit next to director Lewis Gilbert on her flight back to America. Gilbert was in search of the perfect actress for the role of Holly Goodhead in the upcoming James Bond film Moonraker. Impressed by Chiles, he invited her to audition. It's worth noting that her surname is pronounced similarly to Files, but with a CH at the beginning. Lois Chiles' journey into acting and modeling began at the University of Texas at Austin. She later moved to New York City to study at Finch College. It was there that Glamour magazine spotted her, leading to a successful modeling career with Wilhelmina Models. Her transition to acting saw her in the role of Holly Goodhead in Moonraker, where a unique solution helped her overcome a challenge with her lines during a pivotal scene. Interestingly, Chiles had previously turned down a role in The Spy Who Loved Me, opting for a break from acting. However, fate intervened when she sat next to director Lewis Gilbert on a flight, resulting in her casting for the memorable part in Moonraker. Lois Chiles is known for her role as Holly Goodhead in the James Bond film Moonraker. Interestingly, when the character was featured in the video games and Seven Legends, the developers chose to model her after Jane Perry, not Lois Chiles. Beyond her acting career, Chiles dedicates her efforts to fundraising for non-Hodgkin lymphoma research, a cause close to her heart due to her brother's battle with the disease. Her connection to the James Bond franchise could have been different. She was initially considered for the role of Agent XXX in The Spy Who Loved Me. However, a chance encounter with director Lewis Gilbert on a flight led to her casting as the lead female in Moonraker. Lois Chiles, known for her acting career, had a personal life that was just as eventful. She was in a relationship with Don Henley, yet they never took the step to marriage. It wasn't until her late 50s that she tied the knot with Richard Gilder, a man known for his generosity and success in finance. Her education at Finch College marked the start of her journey in the spotlight, leading to a successful modeling career after being spotted by a magazine editor. With residences in New York and Houston, she maintains a presence in both the bustling city life and her Texan roots. Lois Chiles began her career as a top model in the 1970s before transitioning to acting. Her role on the television series Dallas as Holly Harwood, who takes over her father's oil business, mirrored her personal connection to the oil industry through her uncle, Eddie Chiles. In the film The Great Gatsby, she portrayed Jordan Baker, a character she landed after Mia Farrow was chosen over other contenders for the lead role of Daisy Buchanan. Lois Chiles' portrayal of Holly Goodhead in Moonraker was marked by personal challenges. During the film's production, her brother was battling Hodgkin's disease. She dedicated herself to his care, regularly donating platelets upon returning to Houston. Despite her efforts, he passed away. In honor of her contributions, Northfield Mount Hermon School in Massachusetts named their theater after her, thanks to a donation from her husband, Richard Gilder. Facing the loss of her younger brother to non-Hodgkin's lymphoma in 1978, Chiles chose to pause her acting career at its height. This 3-year break impacted her career's trajectory. She had declined a significant role in The Spy Who Loved Me, but later accepted the role in Moonraker before taking a break from acting. Lois Chiles' acting career includes notable collaborations with distinguished directors and actors. In the 1980s, she worked under the direction of Jose Ferrer in stage productions like Cat on a Hot Tin Roof and The Best Man. Her talent caught the attention of 4 Academy Award-winning directors Sidney Pollack, James L. Brooks, Cameron Crowe, and Quentin Tarantino, all of whom directed her in various film projects. Her versatility was on display in 1982 when she joined the cast of the hit series Dallas, acting for a year with co-star Ken Kercheval. A decade later, they reunited on screen, this time as a married couple in an episode of In the Heat of the Night. Lois Chiles honed her acting skills under the guidance of esteemed drama coaches, including Roy London, Milton Katselas, Jose Quintero, and Sanford Meisner. She portrayed Carol Ann in The Way We Were, and later appeared in Creepshow 2 in 1987, following Vivica Lindfors, who was in Creepshow in 1982. In 2005, she faced a personal challenge when she was diagnosed with breast cancer. Lois Chiles, known for her role as a Bond girl, took on a memorable part in the comedy film Austin Powers' International Man of Mystery. In a humorous twist, she played the wife of a henchman who meets his end under a steamroller. Her acting career followed her education, having graduated from the University of Texas at Austin. Beyond her professional life, she is also the stepmother to Ginny Gilder, an accomplished rower and businesswoman. Lois Chiles stood out as Holly Goodhead in the James Bond film Moonraker, a character with a rare combination of intelligence and field expertise, being both a Central Intelligence Agency agent and an astronaut with a doctorate in astrophysics. She was among the few Bond girls portrayed as doctors, a distinction shared with characters in later films such as Spectre and The World Is Not Enough. Beyond her role in the cinematic world, Chiles has personal ties to notable figures. She is the daughter of Barbara Wayne and Marion Clay Chiles, linking her to the prominent businessman Eddie Chiles. Her academic pursuits led her to share her experience as a professor at the University of Houston in March 2005, contributing to the education of future generations. Lois Chiles brought depth to her role as Holly Goodhead in the film Moonraker, even while expecting a child during the production. Her portrayal of Jordan Baker in The Great Gatsby was equally notable, especially considering her previous work with Robert Redford in The Way We Were, which added layers to her performance in the 1974 film adaptation of F. Scott Fitzgerald's novel. Lois Chiles, known for her role as Dr. Holly Goodhead in the James Bond film Moonraker, faced a personal tragedy when her brother died of non-Hodgkin lymphoma. This loss deeply affected her and led her to take a break from acting to focus on her family and personal life. Later, she returned to the screen with renewed purpose, using her platform to support cancer research and awareness. Her experience with her brother's illness and passing brought a new dimension to her life and work, showing her strength and dedication to important causes outside of her acting career